Good morning class, grade 11 entrepreneurship. Today we will try to understand about the feasibility study. This is one of the most important and crucial topics for entrepreneurs. This is a fundamental or the success. This is the first foundation stone that an entrepreneur lays to establish his business. Right? Now before we understand the definition meaning, I have already told you about the different kinds of feasibility study, that is a technical, marketing, organizational and different kinds of feasibility study we have already seen. We already understood and learned and understood about the process or meaning of feasibility study. But I will explain to you in simple words one more time so that you will recap whatever you learned. Feasibility study is a study that is conducted before actually bringing a business plan into existence. Before the business plan is done. See, I told you yesterday, I showed you a document of business plan in the Zoom class and I explained to you that this is a very important and legal document. But the document, preparing that legal document is an expensive thing. It involves a lot of time, energy and effort to prepare a business plan. But after you prepare a business plan, you realize that the business is not going to work. It is like the entire amount of effort that you have put goes in water. So it is always better that you do a dummy plan before you prepare a business plan. Such a dummy plan before you do the business plan is referred to as a feasibility study. Feasibility, as the name implies, clearly refers to whether it will work out or whether it will not work, whether it will be feasible, whether it will not be feasible, whether the business will be okay or not okay, whether I can do the business, whether it is suiting me. First step, testing, trial test. So before you buy a bike or a car or any kind of automobile, won't you do a test drive? This is like a test drive. Test drive to understand whether it is okay. See, all the cars are fantastically fine, otherwise they are not in the market. But that car should suit your need. Whatever aspirations you have in mind, when you go to buy a bike, that should suit your need. That should be suitable for you. So that you will try to do a test drive, you test so many bikes and wherever you felt it is more suitable for you, that one you will choose. Right? Same way, business also, there are thousands of business available. Whichever business you want, you can do. But which is more suitable to you, which is more convenient to you, which is more adaptable to you, which is the one that you are aspiring for. There are lakhs and lakhs of opportunities available outside world. You can scan the environment, generate the idea. You got an idea to do this business, but whether that idea is successful, will be fruitful, whether it will not be fruitful, you need to do a test drive. Right? Such a test drive is referred to as feasibility study. Understood, students? Now let's try to understand the features of feasibility study. The process of feasibility study, or the process, it is a process to study if the idea is feasible, if and how it will work. Suppose if it works, how long will it take to bring profit? Initially everybody cannot make profit, right? So how long is it going to take, to generate the first profit? Will the customers like my product? Will they appreciate my product? All these doubts you will have because you are not manufacturing for yourself. You are not doing something for you and your family alone. You are doing it for a crowd at large, and they are so heterogeneous, they are so different from each other that it is quite very difficult for you to predict whether the customer will buy your product or not. It is always good to do a testing for the customer. After you produce 1,000 bags, handbags, and then you put it in the market, nobody is buying it. What will you do with the 1,000 bags? So it's absolutely fine that you do a test drive initially. Understand the customer's needs and wants. Testing is very, very important before the actual product production starts. Such a testing is referred to as feasibility study. Right. There are two kinds of feasibility study, students. One is known as comprehensive feasibility study. Another one is known as limited or project feasibility study. There are other kinds of study also, human resource feasibility, different feasibilities are there. But for your syllabus, you have comprehensive feasibility study and limited feasibility study. Comprehensive means that feasibility study is a little big. You cover the entire structure. Everything related to the business, right from human resource, from the capital, from the machinery, whatever is required. Everything you will do a testing. Whether we will get or whether we will not get, whether I can do or whether I cannot do. Questioning yourself. That is referred to as comprehensive feasibility study. The other one is for a project. This is done on a regular basis when a business is already in existence and they are getting new projects, new orders from customers, and the customer quotes a rate. Suppose, say for example, I told you the chocolate factory example, where they get a large amount of order from Walmart to manufacture chocolates. Say for example, they have asked for manufacturing wafers. You are a wafer manufacturer and they gave you an order for 3,000 wafers within 1 week. And the price that they are quoting is 10 rupees per wafer packet we will give. 100 grams of wafer. But for you, you are thinking that 15 rupees if they give, it will be feasible, you can make a nice profit. Otherwise, you will be at a loss. But at the same time, you don't want to lose the customer. How are you going to strike a deal? Whether you are going to bring down the cost of production, or whether you are going to ask the employees to sacrifice a little extra hours and work so that with a lesser pay also they are willing to work, whether you will motivate them. What is the strategy that you will adopt? All those things become very, very important. Right, that is with regard to your limited or project feasibility, where it only focuses on specific task on hand, whereas a comprehensive feasibility study focuses on the entire structure involving A to Z, everything related to business. Now the other feature is it looks at both sides. What are all the advantages if I do this business? What are all the disadvantages if I do? That is, you are analyzing the risk associated in the business, and then I will decide. I will troubleshoot. Suppose the system doesn't work, what you will do? Troubleshoot for errors you will do, na? So same way, I will see the advantages, I will see the disadvantages, I will try to fix the errors by troubleshooting it. I will think for myself, I will do an internal thinking. If I can do it, मुझसे होगा या नहीं होगा? I will keep questioning myself on so many occasions, so many times. 1,000 questions asked to myself, and talk to myself and analyze whether it is possible. I'll see what is my strength, what is my weakness. If the opportunity would then convert into a threat, I'll see everything. The merits and demerits if I do this business. Right? It serves as a foundation. See, this is not business plan. Feasibility study is not business plan at all. Many children confuse feasibility study and business plan, but business plan is different. Feasibility study is different. Feasibility study is a dummy document that is prepared in advance before preparing your business plan. It is the foundation or the base for business plan. Suppose a feasibility study conduct karte ho and you came to know that this product is not going to be hit in the market. Right, we will say, for example, Divesh of grade 12, he is conducting a research now that he wants to manufacture a portable printer. This printer is how it works. He says that you have to take an A4 sheet paper, any color paper or white paper, and then this paper you should swipe on the mouse, it seems. It is a small page kind of chip. You have to swipe on it. The entire thing will get printed on the paper, it seems. This is nobody has done in the world. It is innovative. He is trying to sell that. Right, in the feasibility study, he was able to find out that for the price that he is offering that product for around 25,000 rupees per piece. That nobody wants to buy a printer for 25,000. Everything nowadays printing has come down. Nobody wants to buy. So feasibility study में उसको पता चल गया कि problem is the price. Product सबको अच्छा लगा, लेकिन उतना price देके nobody wants to buy. He has to work on the price now. So either he can continue the idea or he can drop. He came to know that it is not going to be successful. जब मालूम है कि गिरना ही है तो नहीं करो वो business. Try to fix the problem, troubleshoot it, right? Then market feasibility study is the market. See, one thing you have to understand: market feasibility study is not market research. There is a difference. Market feasibility study studies the market or potential customers. It acts as a base for marketing plan. In operational plan, there are so many types of subcomponents in business plan. In business plan, you have HR plan, organization plan, very different kinds of plans. Everybody misunderstand that if I do a market study, that is a marketing plan. Marketing plan is totally different. It is a different aspect. Now, if you do a feasibility market study, it will help you to design your marketing plan better, but that itself will not act as a marketing plan. It is not marketing plan. Market feasibility study is trying to understand kitne customers are rich, upper middle class, below poverty. Suppose you are starting a cafe in Kompally area. How many people will come to that cafe? What is the potentiality that people will come down? Because in Kompally you have very less, internally you have very less, cafeterias. So if I start a cafe coffee day or a coffee house, whether it will be successful or not. So that you have to understand, if you're charging 300 rupees per coffee, Jubilee Hills people may buy, but in Kompally they'll definitely dislike it. They will not appreciate the idea. So you need to try to understand the location, the class of customers. Trying to understand how many people belong to what category is referred to as market understanding, potentiality of the market, right? So that is not marketing plan. Feasibility market plan, feasibility study of the market is absolutely different from marketing plan, right? Then comes your feasibility report. Feasibility report has to be submitted. Many banks, many investors, many angel investors, venture capitalists, banks, people who provide loans or people who are helping you with money may ask you, apart from business plan, they will ask you one thing: did you prepare feasibility study and then only prepare your business plan, or directly you prepared business plan? If you directly prepare business plan, there is a 100% chance that your loan will be rejected, because they definitely call for feasibility study. First you show me a feasibility report. What is the problems that you identified in feasibility? Did you try to fix that problem? What is the solution for that problem in your business plan? Now, as I told you, Divesh printer example, so he found out that in feasibility study, customers like the product. Idea acha hai. School children particularly liked it because they can easily take printout of their notes. क्या करना है? Notebook को उसके ऊपर रखना है, बस swipe ही तो करना है. Even if they are absent and all, they can get a lot of worksheets. Everything can be done. But the price 25,000 rupees is not feasible for them. So price is the problem in this business. He is trying to work on some kind of way to bring down the price. Okay, what are all there are different techniques to bring down the price of a product, which we will learn further in next year. But he is trying, because he is in Great Wall, he is trying to work on it. So when he is going to an investor or ICICI Bank, now he is approaching ICICI Bank for a loan. He is having an interaction with the manager that he wants 20 lakhs loan for manufacturing this product. So the manager says, show me a feasibility study. So when he says that feasibility study, I saw that in feasibility, he will write the conclusion. Na? So he is mentioning that price is a problem with customers. I conducted a market study, customer was, everything is happy, but he is not happy with the price. So in the business plan, I fixed the price. Now I have brought down the price using Japanese technology or German technology. I have brought down the price of the product to just 4,000 rupees. Now if it is 4,000, many people are willing to buy, because you can keep it in your school bag also. It is very handy. Right? So many people are willing to buy when the price has come down to 4,000 rupees. Understood now? So in feasibility study, you generally conduct, you try to identify the problems. It is a dummy study or it is a research that is done in advance or before preparing your business plan. Right? I hope you have understood the features of this feasibility study. One quick recap: feasibility study is done before the preparation of business plan. Why it is done? It is done to understand whether I can do business, whether the business will be successful. I am investing so much of money in the business. I am investing so much of time in this business. It is my dream. It is my ambition. So I cannot be stupid enough to blindly jump into conclusion and then start. It will be a hasty decision. So it is always good that I decide in advance, I test in advance, and then do the study. Clear? Understood everyone? Thank you and have a very nice day.